Hello and welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. I am here to speak about Vera Pauw. She's fired back at the FAI after her basically departure as Republic of Ireland women's manager. She came out with a full statement. I got this from the Irish Examiner. I've enjoyed 4 wonderful years working as head coach of the Republic of Ireland senior international women's team. I have had the opportunity to work with excellent colleagues and players during that time, and I've truly loved the experiences we've had together and what we've achieved over that time. To have qualified for our first World Cup was a true reflection of our progress and was a historic achievement shared by us all. I am so proud of our campaign. From our first qualifying campaign through to our final match at the World Cup finals, it is hopefully only the start of much more to come. While we had hoped for better results on the pitch in Australia, even when faced with our biggest opponents, we demonstrated our growth and our ability to compete at the world's highest level. As an elite coach, losing never sits well with me, but the immense support and congratulations that I have received on our campaign coming from all over the world will have a long lasting influence on me. The Irish people have been so welcoming and supportive of me from the day I have arrived here, and I have been very happy and always felt extremely safe in Ireland. I will never forget the warmth the Irish people have shown towards me, and a part of me will always feel Irish from here on. To have been asked to be the Grand Marshal at the St. Patrick's Day Parade earlier this year was such an honour for me and will remain a highlight of my life. The Irish fans rightly recognised all over the world for their fantastic support and the way they have been behind this team, both at home and away, has been remarkable. In Australia, there were thousands of Irish in the stadiums, on the streets, at the airport, or singing in the pubs. We had a very special homecoming in Dublin. I knew that this was a goodbye from me to all the people in Ireland who have actively supported me. It was not a sad moment, rather it felt like a celebration of our connection. It is great to see the growth in and enthusiasm for women's football in Ireland and the way the fans have shared in our journey. I am conscious that there has been a lot of noise in recent times around my contract, and I believe I should make some brief comment. I said before the World Cup that I was extremely happy in Ireland and that it was my desire to continue in my role. I entered into discussions with the FAI to extend my contract back in early March and was confident that this process could be concluded quickly. At that time, I asked Kieran Medlar to assist me, and the process duly began. The FAI also expressed their commitment to this outcome and worked with my representative to bring this to a conclusion. I requested that their decision, whatever that may be, could be finalised at the very latest before we went to Australia. Despite committing to issuing an offer to me, the FAI reconsidered their stated position and I never received the promised offer. I parked the contract discussions while we were in Australia, as my sole focus was the team and the competition. Following the article which appeared in The Athletic at the start of July, which included allegations I absolutely refute, I believe the FAI made some major mistakes by directly overruling the tasks of the coach. My position became very challenging when executives in the FAI, not technical football coaches, effectively took my seat and spoke to staff members and players regarding their roles in the team before and after the World Cup. My advice, coming from my knowledge and experience, was often disregarded and not respected. In my opinion, no head coach in the world would accept interference of the executives in technical football affairs. Unfortunately, trust broke down between me and certain people in the FAI. I believe that the review process which the association had carried out was flawed and the outcome was predetermined. Indeed, some discussions were held with players and staff before and during the World Cup which undermined my position and had an impact on our team building process. That is perhaps for another day. However, I do not leave with any regrets, and my overriding emotions today are of happiness and pride to have played a part in the wonderful journey of this team over the last 4 years. This team will only grow. Better structures are now in place, facilities have improved, stability is secured, and the players are ready to face any challenge. I'm confident that women's football in Ireland will go from strength to strength. Thank you all so much for making my time in Ireland unforgettable. I wish continued success to this team. I will be watching closely. Vera. So, despite being obviously undermined, it seems, in Australia from her point of view, at the same time she's issued a very classy message to the Irish fans and the people that supported her. Not so classy towards the FAI. She's clearly upset in the way they handled the affair. But yeah, you can. I think it's it was good for her to kind of put something out there to kind of, there was such a silence between both sides over the course of it. So look, I do think that we as fans should all wish Vera all the very best. She gave us our first World Cup for I think it was 21 years. She's given girls and probably boys as well something to believe in now. I know, look, we didn't get the results at the World Cup, but to get us there, to see us on that stage, and the excitement and the buzz around the country when there was a World Cup on, whether you want to say it's women's football or not, there was a great buzz. And I think that came from her. She started that with the team that she managed. So I have to say, full credit to her. I want to wish her the best of luck. She's probably never going to see this, but if she does, I want to wish her the best of luck. And I met her in Scotland after that playoff victory, and it was great to see her so happy, and she was just so proud of the Irish team and stuff like that. It's a shame it's worked out the way it has, but that's football and that's life, unfortunately. But this is where we are now. So obviously we know there's going to be an interim manager there in Eileen Gleeson, and she's going to oversee the next number of games. Vera, I'm sure, will get a job somewhere soon, and I want to wish her the absolute very best. Let us know what you think of her statement in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on her as a manager in the comments, and anything else. And don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe as well, please.